Hello, hello. This is Captain Terra Phoenix, and today we're looking at Conan Exiles. This is a base that I have built on the Shadiversity Castle server, currently being tested before the update that's being teased today. Still a few things that need to be done on the base, but since we are getting the announcement of the new update, I do want to get this walkthrough done before we might have to, well, completely delete the entire base. So, this is my base. It's up at the breach in the forest area. It's a very good area because you'll occasionally get tier 4 thralls over there, and a tier 4 thrall will spawn over there as well, along with Dinah the Huntress being right across the edge of the lake with a whole bunch of horses as well. We also have a bunch of iron that spawns around this part of the aqueducts, and stone and wood as far as the eye can see. So, this base, as you can see the gatehouse isn't quite done yet, is Fort Legacy. It uses a double drawbridge design in order to give you some good defensibility. There is a secret way in case you do get yourself locked out behind the drawbridge by one of your other clan members. I'm not going to say that's ever happened to me. I'm looking at you. So, here is the main entry hall. This is one of the few parts of the building that does require a mod in order to function. I use Pythagoras as supports. Now, theoretically, you could actually build this off of the existing engine. The support is actually just fine. The problem is having two triangular roof pieces like this. It won't actually let you place it. I had to use the support beams in order to get a spot to put them down. Otherwise, I had nothing to attach to, because they will not attach side to side. They'll only attach on the flat edge. Pretty standard open area. Put archers up on the walls to shoot at people in this area, where the melee thralls will fight. It also has a defense that I'd seen before, where you make sandstone stairs and a little bit of a sandstone platform here, so that if anyone tries to break down the doors using fire orbs or explosives, they'll blow out the stairs and they'll blow out the platform. So now they're going to be stuck fighting in the water. And when you're fighting in water, you run into the issue where when you run out of stamina, you can't attack anymore. You also can't climb. So someone would literally be stuck in the water with no way out except for just to warp home. Makes them easy to kill. Now, this is the pride of the entire base. The entire base was built around the concept of, how can I integrate a map room into the design? So I have this nice big circular area for the map room. All of the pillars line up nicely with the staircases to the rooms and wings that go off to the side. It's a nice open area with an oculus up at the top. Around the side, in the big gateways, are the wings. Each wing is home to either a thrall building or a shrine. Nice big open plan here. This is our stable, hiding a greater wheel of pain as well. This archway currently goes to one of our shrines. Eventually this is going to be converted over into the throne room. Just an open area where we're keeping our horses. And another shrine. We have these big open windows so that you get a nice look, but with the fences in there, it prevents anyone from climbing in. So you get a nice open view, whereas these tiny little windows are pretty much garbage. Those, you can see a lot of light, makes it a nice, neat look. These small doors are added by a mod, if I didn't have the mod for smaller gates, I would just have 2 small doors here, because these lead out onto the ramparts. The ramparts run along the entire edge of the building, so you can fairly easily get to any section that needs defending. Got a nice killing field here on the gatehouse. So generally you'll actually drop the drawbridge so that they are tempted to come to the gate. You can fire on them on the gate. You can actually drop siege cauldrons down on them as well. And when they break through the gate, they are stuck in this monster of an area. I actually built the base out of several different building sets, partly for look. Forgot to fix that. Ignore the white sections there. That should be black rock, or black ice. So I built it out of 2 building sets, partly for looks, because I really like the dark stone support walls with the gleaming white towers, and also out of practicality. When you have black ice, you don't need hardened stone in order to build the building. So you can save a lot of time and material, because anyone who's built Tier 3 materials in Conan Exiles, you use a lot of stone. And even with all the stone I have around this base, the size of this thing, the amount of stone that has gone into this is absurd. It takes a lot. So black ice is really easy to come by, especially once you have a map room. You can just teleport straight to it, grab a bunch of black ice, run back home, and it's a free building material. So, in here is the main elevator. This takes you up to the living floors. So up here, you have the various clan rooms. There are again viewing windows to see outside. And each individual person is able to decorate their house as they see fit. This is my room. I like to use it to hold all of my weapons and armor, just so that it's nice and easy. Put my tools up on these big ones, and on the other end there's just a little balcony so I can look out at the waterfall at the breach. And then we have 3 elevators here that let you go between the 3 different sections of the base. This one takes you back down to the map room area. This one takes you all the way down into the dungeons. And this one, assuming the elevator actually comes down, which it does not. There we go. This one will take us up into the viewing area. So, up here is the viewing area. It has a full 360 view of the entire surrounding area. So if we're getting a raid coming in, or we are getting a purge, which we get fairly regularly on this server, we'll have one person up here watching, checking to see where the enemy is attacking from. Eventually I'm going to put fences in here so that no one can climb in, but that ring of spiked fences goes all the way around the building, so it is not possible for anyone to climb up here at the moment. Finally, up here at the top, this takes you out to the roof, to the Beacon Lighthouse. I cannot stay here long because my armor will burn me to death, but you get this nice open area so that the light from this fire will illuminate the entire central area. Oh, and there we go, we're burning to death. Unfortunately, my carrying armor is also insulated, so it likes to light me on fire. Actually, let's walk back up there. I kind of ran away because I was burning, but up here you also have an incredibly good view of the surrounding area. This platform goes all the way around, and it is a little smaller, so if you're in a hurry, it can be a little easier to get that 360 view. This area I'm also planning on making a crafting area, just so that you have some nice things to look at while you're crafting. Going down to the dungeons. This elevator goes directly below the other area where we came in at. So, in the dungeons, this is where I keep everything that needs to be kept safe. You have to get through a lot of reinforced walls to get to this section. Just like the upper floor, there is a wing on each side. This is where we keep the Wheel of Pain, all of our thralls. One of my clanmates decided he didn't want the fancy bedrooms and instead wanted a dungeon, so he has a dungeon. And one thing I really like about this one is we have fish pots right there in the base. Just hidden in these hatches. Take them straight over to the kitchen here, and you do not have to worry about going outside where you might get murdered. In here, this is the center of the base. This is where I actually started building the base. So I really like this central design because you can build it very, very quickly. And it is something that you can build the rest of the base around. So first, just to make sure that I don't get murdered, I'll build the round section up to the doors. Then, as I get more materials, I'll build in the alcoves. And it's a nice, safe spot to put all of your treasure. I've got all of my furnaces. Pretty much every major crafting bench that you can have fits into this section. There's only a couple that I've had to put on the outer ring, which is the next part I built. And once you finish this outer ring, you finish the map room area. This is an unfortunate side effect of having the map room there. Largely, you just have to deal with it for the nice effect of the map room on the top. Theoretically, I could put down another set of wall here, and then just have an arched door for my fish. If I were to use the arena building piece here, the archway, it would probably hide almost all of the map room. But I like the open area so I can wander around and put my crafting areas out here, because otherwise I would only have this area to walk in, and I could not have these benches without crawling over them anyway. We also have this secret door. Eventually I'm going to be getting rid of this door because it is a major vulnerability, but while I've been building, it has been a major boon. So there are a few advantages to this base. I'm very fond of building on top of water because when you build on top of water, people can't attack very often. So let me just go out here, and imagine I had a weapon that could actually damage the base, or we were going with fire jars. When you come up here, you can swing, but as you swing, your stamina is draining. And when your stamina drains all the way, give it just a second, when your stamina drains all the way, here I am clicking, you cannot attack. You cannot climb. So the only option you have is to go back to land, recharge your stamina, and then go back out for more attacks. You could use explosive arrows, you could use fire arrows from out here, but the entire time you're out here, the clan and the thralls will be shooting at you in the water. And when you're in the water, you are very slow and a very easy target. Still haven't forgiven you for locking me out. But yeah, this is my base. This is Fort Legacy. The entire thing is built again around this giant domed room that is designed specifically to integrate a map room into a base. I've always hated it how the map room is so big that you can't normally get a roof over it or structures. But because of these pillars and the less building replacement, I can set this up, have a completely enclosed map room, and one that looks like it was meant to be here, rather than having to find a way to fit the map room into the building. Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed this little tour of the base and a little bit of insight into how it was built. This is Captain Terror Phoenix, and I hope you have a wonderful day.